post that. Right, good afternoon everybody. Welcome back to East Midlands. So just had a Ryanair taken off to Emojis, 737 MAX 8200. Got a Jet 2 going off to Jersey. We've got One Air 747 freighter just about to turn onto the approach for 09 from Karanga. Karaganda, I should say. 2,400 feet on the localizer now. Just in a little bit of cloud. See, DHL ramps quite full at the moment. Hopefully we'll get some departing. Just going to adjust the camera, the tripod I should say. Bear with me. Big fella, hello, how you doing? Yeah. As I said, we've got that 7.4 inbound. This is Echo Fox. Spin around. Let me just sort my wiring out. Bear with me. Let me put that through there instead of. Alright, that's better. Oh. Lots of tyre smoke. Yeah, all good here, thank you. Sorry, just checking something then. We do have a few 777s in later on this evening. We've got the two Aerologics, one from Bangalore and one from Delhi, and we've got the Yuan Express from Tianjin. So at the moment we just got the passenger stuff going in and out now that the 74's been in. I'm just going to check on flight radar and see if any of these DHLs are due out. We've got a 767 going out to Brussels later on, about 4:20, 4:30. That's all that's showing on flight radar at the moment, departure wise, for any of this. What we got? What, 375s have we? 376s and a 73. Obviously not going to be able to catch anything going over the top today. It's just too cloudy. It's still warm, but unfortunately, as you can see, got quite low cloud. It it's not supposed to rain this afternoon, this evening, but you never know. We've got a Jet2737 inbound from Alicante, just sort of over Northampton area now. Emily, hello, good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. I don't think I've ever done a Saturday stream in these before. So, no idea what's happening with any of these DHLs, apart from I know that one's going to Brussels this evening. I don't know how quiet it is or what, so this is going to be new to me. We usually come on a Tuesday or a Thursday. So yeah, I don't even know if we're going to get... Do we usually get the Maersk cargo stuff from Belfast to Edinburgh? No idea. Is there a 7.5 comes from Aberdeen on a Saturday in the evenings, DHL? No idea. Same with Reykjavik. Again, no idea on a Saturday. Get busy there late this afternoon. Yeah, I hope so. Hope so. We'll obviously have the slow periods that DHL has, but we've got still got a lot of passenger stuff inbound. With obviously TUI and Jet2 all coming back from this morning, so we'll have them in and then spinning around to go back out. We've got a nice TAP A320 Neo due in from Lisbon. I think it's just taking off from Lisbon now. Don't think I've seen TAP here before, and we've been on a Tuesday and a Thursday. So the Yon Express is due at 4:40. Then we've got the Aerologic Bangalore, which is due at 6:42, and then the Aerologic from Delhi, which is due at 7:15. Not even sure if we have anything over from New York or Cincinnati or Philadelphia this evening on a Saturday. So we'll see what happens later on. Obviously, then depends on what time I'm going to stay. If there's nothing coming over, then I won't be staying till the normal time, which is about 8:30, 9ish. But we'll see later on. Yeah, I think the Los Angeles is not going to get here till probably about high. It's only just taking off, isn't it? It's just pinged up at LA now. Just taxiing for departure. That's not going to be here till almost 11 o'clock, I'd have thought. So I won't be here for that one, unfortunately. But obviously I will keep an eye on anything on flight radar. See arrivals wise. So you've got a 7.6 coming from Brussels, DHL. That's all that's showing, apart from the LA. So obviously Saturdays must be a lot quieter for cargo. I'm only obviously presuming, because I've never been here on a Saturday before. We've just had a 2E push back, a max 8, which will be taxiing out going to Kos. So that'll be taxiing down towards us soon, because we are on 09 today. Oh, we've got a 1 Air, okay, Blizzard Extreme, thank you for that. We've got a 1 Air 74 going off at 8 PM, okay, nice one, thank you. I presume that's Echo Foxtrot, is it? It's just come in. Okay, call sign. It's Hampton, isn't it? Hampton 442. Right, cheers for that. I'll keep an eye out. Oh yeah, I found it. It's going out to Ezu, or Ejau, however you want to pronounce it. Scheduled estimate departure 8:10. Okay. I'll keep an eye on that, thank you. Got that 2E73 taxiing out now. Just had the NPAS, the National Police Air Service Victor, just ping up as well. So as I said, this 737 MAX 8 is going off to Kos this afternoon. Again, a very good afternoon to everybody watching. Thank you for tuning in, much appreciated. We were due to go to Heathrow this afternoon, and obviously we need them to be on 27s. And yesterday they were on 27s, and then last night they changed the runway to 09. And then we thought we'd get up this morning and see what's what. But unfortunately, they've kept them on 09. So that's no good for us. We need them to be on 27 because we were going to go to Myrtle Avenue. But we'll see. Maybe next week we'll do Heathrow. See what runway they're on. So this was sort of plan B, shall I say? Oh, probably more like plan C or D. Richard, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Just holding short 09 because we have got that Jet 2 737 which is inbound from Alicante on finals now. I'll spin round in a second when it gets a little bit closer. Again, anyone that's just joined us, rewind the stream back to the beginning. Give it a few minutes when we'll have the One Air 747 landing in, which we managed to get set up and live for. The TUI on the move, lining up. It does, Richard, although it was very hard work the last 3 days again. It's still warm today, but I've got a nice breeze here, which is perfect. I was at the end pass. Victor just taken off. I think it is, yeah. Oops. We've got another Jet 2 737 making its way in from Faro, this one, just south of Colville. Anthony, hello mate, nice to see you. How you doing? Hope you're well. Oh, here we go. On way home from Newcastle Airport, finally got through border control. Baggage took another hour to get even on the boat, even though it wasn't busy. Damn, is that Swissport? Who did you fly with? I'm presuming it would be Swissport. Yeah, yeah, unfortunately, you know, this time of year it is very busy, especially at Birmingham where I work. Obviously I'm not sure about Newcastle, but like you say, it wasn't that busy. But yeah, you do wonder why it takes them so long to get. They probably didn't have a team for it. They probably had a team to meet it in, put the steps on and get the passengers off, but then they didn't have anybody to actually unload the baggage. That's probably why it took so long. That's usually happens. I hope you had a nice holiday though, wherever it was that you went to. So that Jet 273 from Faro is on the approach. I'll spin round when it gets a little bit closer. Yeah, I think for us at Birmingham, I think we're heading to what they call the big weekend. Obviously, as all the kids have all broken up from school now, you know, the next sort of week. Arceloo, yeah, been there, mate, been there. As the kids are all broken up, as I said, the next couple of weeks are going to be quite busy. Not sure if the car workers have broken up yet. Like Land Rover and people like that. That's when you know it gets busy. Oh, so JCB shut down, okay. So, I expect East Mids, maybe Birmingham's going to get busy then. But definitely over the next couple of weeks, with everyone going on holiday while the kids are off. I'm not looking forward to that. Like I say, every year, all the flights are pretty much full. Which, you know, is a good thing, but Oh, there he is. About time you showed up. So I've got a 2E just pushing back now. Max 8, 737 Max 8, which will be going out to Hurghada this afternoon. So 2E there, you can see. So we've got a 2E inbound as well, which is just gone over Leicester. That's a Max 8, another Max 8. This one's going, coming in from Palma, Mallorca. Oh yeah, I saw that take off on flight radar, Richard. Where is it now? Ah, I got you. Okay. Yeah, so 737 Max 8 200 of Ryanair inbound from Knock. We've got another 2E as well, just past Milton Keynes, which will be inbound from Ibiza. Just a normal 737 800 NG, that one. What else we've got? We've got another Jet 2 737 inbound from Malaga, just passing St Albans. We've got a Jet 2 737 from Zakynthos, just gone over the top of sort of Southend area. We've got another Jet 2 from Forteventura, just over the top of Cherbourg in France right now. Behind that, we've got a Ryanair from Alicante. The Jersey flight that we saw took off has just landed and taxied onto stand in Jersey already. So we'll have that due back about a bit later on. Probably in about 45 minutes to an hour, that'll be ready to come back. It does, Dean. Yes, mate. Unfortunately, they're on 09s. They changed it on us. You wasn't down to go on 09s. You never said that at all, mate. And where are we supposed to go when they're on 09? Tell me that. You didn't give me one place to go. Yeah, if there's a decent place for streaming at Heathrow when they're on 09, I'm all for it, but I don't think there is, like you say. Pictures, great, yeah. Streaming, no, I don't think so. Well, you know, you could have still gone, mate. Got yourself some pictures. Right, so this is the TUI Max 8 off to Hurghada. So this TUI's holding while the other TUI from Parma lands is on the short finals now. I'll spin round in a second. If they switch to 2.7 tomorrow, because the wind's pretty much straight across the runway. If I do see him on 27s in the morning, I'm gonna drive down to Heathrow tomorrow for the afternoon. So we'll see in the morning what happens. So we've got that Ryanair inbound now from Knock. And I'll spin round when it gets a bit closer. So Tui's taxiing on now. Yeah, still using the road mic. Oops, daisy. Sorry, folks. Again, a very good afternoon to everybody that's tuning in. Do appreciate the support. Thank you very, very much. So next arrival looks to be the Jet 2 737 for my Ibiza. And that'll be followed by a Jet 2 737 from Malaga. And then we've got the Jet 2 Zakynthos as well. Getting ever closer. And the Jet 2 from Fui, Fuerteventura. Again, DHL ramp doesn't look too bad, but from what I can make out, if anybody else has got any information, let me know. Only one of these is departing, which is going to Brussels, and that's DHL Popper, one of the 767s. So what we got in at the moment, what's that one? No, that's not it. It's a 75. That's an Airbus anyway, isn't it? I'm looking at that for. We've got a bit of it. Some engine work going on there. Finish what we got in the moment. We got two 75s, is it? 2 7.6s and 2 Airbuses in, and that 7.3. That sound about right. Oh, let me spin around. Someone's got a motorbike. Yeah, so let's have a look on the ground right now. We've got Alpha Popper A300. We've got a 7675. Yeah, Alpha November A300. We've got another 76, another 75. That's right then. 2 7.6s, 2 Airbus A300s, 2 7.5s and a 737 on the DHL ramp as we speak. Got the Cessna, sorry, the East Mids Flying School in their Cessna. So the Jet 273 from Malaga is on the approach. Just turned onto the localizer. You might see the DC-3 south of the airport. So I'll spin round in a second when that Jet 273 gets a little bit closer. I think Tom, some of these bikers think they're still on the, still going around the racetrack, or on the racetrack. They make a killing here to put a speed camera in. So that's Jet 2 from Zakynthos, not very far away, over Swaddling Coat. Hi Katie, nice to see you, thanks for tuning in. Oh, okay, I did look for it on flight radar, I couldn't see anything. So that Jet 2's just turned on. So again, when that gets closer, I'll spin round and grab that arrival. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to seeing that TAP 320 Neo. Where is it now? Let's have a look. Oh, just entered the Bay of Biscay. So that Jet 2 737 from Fuerteventura is just turning onto the localizer. Yeah, I've been to the Aero Park quite a few times. I might even do when they've got one of their if they've got one of their late night opening evenings again this year, I might even try and do a stream from there. And as long as they're on 09, of course. But yeah, I've been around it. It's pretty decent. Yeah, it's pretty good. You can go in, most of the aeroplanes you can go inside of and have a look in. All the static stuff, like the Vulcan, the Nimrod. I think it's the front end of a Comet, I think, if I remember. I'll spin round in a sec and get that Jet 2. But yeah, it's not a bad little day out. Plus, obviously, you can go onto the mound. They are open now, actually. They're open Saturdays and Sundays till, I think they were open till about 5 o'clock. It's not a bad view for when they're on 09s as well. You can get some good pictures. Obviously, streaming won't be too bad, I don't think. If they're on 9, of course. If they're on 2.7, then you're not going to see them touch down. But then we don't really see them touch down when we're up here, do we? Let's be honest. Yeah, they've got, you can buy food there, they've got toilet facilities, decent parking on site. Is it like a £5 to get in or something like that, if I remember? Got benches to sit down, walk up the little mound. So I'll have a little. So there's the mound. You can walk up on top of, like everybody is there, having a good old day out. Quite a good view up over the fence. And obviously you got all the statics, you got the helicopters, you got the Nimrod there, got the Vulcan. I think they've got an Argus, is it an Argosy, I think? And a front end of, I want to say, a Comet. Can't really see because of the. But plenty of parking right there, look, as you can see. And then they've got a little porter cabin. You just go through, pay your monies. Just mate, can I? Sorry. No. Yeah, you carry on, you're alright. But yeah, it's not a bad day out. Quite cheap. And like I say, if they're landing 09 and taking off 09, that's pretty good. Oh, Thursday, August the 20th is down for the next late evening. Oh, okay. I'll bear that in mind. I think I'm off work then. So next arrival then will be a Ryanair 737 MAX 8-200, which is inbound from Alicante. And it looks like the NPAS Victor, the police air service Victor's on its way back. Where's that been? Over Peterborough. Over the Peterborough area. Then I think we've got a bit of a, after this Ryanair and then the NPAS Victor, got a little bit of a, unless there's anything going out, arrival wise, we've got nothing until the Jet 2 from Izmir, which is still over, well, just gone over Brussels. Then we got the, oh, we've got a Class Jet 737-300 in from Valencia. Oh, very nice. 34-year-old 737-300. So it could possibly be that Class Jet then, or the Jet 2, whichever gets here first. After this Ryanair lands and the Victor, NPAS Victor lands. Just hitting that slow streak, or a slow time here at East Midlands. so I'll spin round in a second. The end pass Victor's turned south, gone over Leicester. So yeah, like I said, unless we've got something going out, we haven't got anything coming in now for... What time is that due in? That's due in at 3:40, so you're looking at probably the best part of about 40 minutes. Hello, we've got a citation. Scan wings. Cessna citation CJ2 down from Edinburgh. Probably about 10 minutes or so for that. I expect maybe 15. So just an update, looking on flight radar. The Yun Express is almost getting towards Copenhagen. The two Aerologics just north of Turkey right now. Has anything Has anything took off from the States? Nothing really, just the DHL 777 from Los Angeles, which we won't be seeing that one at 11:25 tonight. So nothing up from New York or Cincinnati or Philadelphia today. Maybe that's... Is that how it is on a Saturday? Let me have a look, departure-wise. So no UPS on a Saturday then, no? No, doesn't look like it. Let's have a look. Let's go to Cincinnati. Cincinnati, here we go. Oh, departures from Cincinnati for today. Oh, we've got a 767 due to take off from there, but not for another 2 hours. So that's going to take off in 2 hours. That's 3, that's 5. That's not going to get until 11 o'clock gone, I think. So we're not going to see that. There's usually a 76 from JFK. Let's look at JFK's departures. Is there anything on there for East Midlands? Not that I can see. So on a Saturday then we don't get the usual sort of early evening Cincinnati, we don't get the Philadelphia UPS, so we don't get the New York 76 either. Again, let me double check. Reykjavik usually has a 76, doesn't it? So they've got nothing planned out of Reykjavik for East Midlands this afternoon. So nothing from Reykjavik. We usually get cargo-wise DHL from Aberdeen, usually a 7.5. They've got nothing planned. So yeah, Saturdays is relatively quiet, really, DHL-wise. And like I said, departure-wise for DHL, only one, which is Lima Popper 767, DHL going to Brussels at about 4:30. 20 past 4:30. So yeah. Got the one air due to go at 8 o'clock or just after to is it Ezu? I always probably pronounce it wrong. And that came in earlier on. That was the first aircraft, wasn't it? I think on the stream, I believe. Or might have been the second. So that's going there. We've got the two Aerologic 777s that's coming in from Bangalore and Delhi. They're departing back out around about the or just after 8:30 and just before 9 o'clock. One going to Frankfurt and one going to Leipzig. So we may be here for them. The Yun Express is not going out tonight. It's scheduled for tomorrow morning about 9:30. So when that comes in, we won't see that go out. Oh, possible Spitfire over the aeroport doing circles around Aston-on-Trent. Battlebridge Memorial flight not too far away. Yeah, which is the DC-30 as well with the Spitfire. Oh, okay. Are they on flight radar? Around Aston-on-Trent. Oh yeah, I've got the Spitfire on flight radar. Just by Tatton Hill at the moment. And I've got the DC-3 as well, Battle of Britain Memorial flight out of Coningsby. I've got that on flight radar as well by Tatton Hill. Oh yeah, that's right. Zoom in and you can see them both flying together. Okay, where are they going today then? Is there an air show over sort of that way going? It's 775 feet at the moment. Oh yeah, they did a couple of circles over Aston-on-Trent, that's right. They did a little circle over Stanton by Dale, Trowell, wherever that is, Ilkeston. A little fly around Ripley. Oh well, we'll keep an eye on them, see if they head back this way. Just over Barton under Needwood at the moment. Just turned around, heading back. Oh yeah, that halfpenny. There's that little Cessna Citation. Down from Edinburgh. I've got a little bit of blue sky now. Let's hope the clouds break. A couple of hours, let's see if we can get some blue sky for the rest of the evening. So we've got a Ryanair 737 MAX 8200 just been pushed back, which will be taxiing down towards us, which is going to be going out to Berlin. See what runway are they on at Heathrow at the minute? Are they still on 9s? Yes, they are. Maybe they'll switch a bit later on, I don't know. Well, hopefully tomorrow they switch. We'll see. So we've got that Ryanair. Just taxiing down. Also got the flying school as well. That's looks to be going back out. The Cessna 152. Yeah, this Ryanair is going out to Berlin. And the NPAS Victor looks to be returning back now. We'll be turning finals very soon. he's just going to be holding short for that end pass Victor, by the looks of it. Oh, maybe not. So as I said, this run 737 MAX 8200 off to Berlin this afternoon. There we go. Somebody had a motorbike for their birthday, did they? Right, the end pass Victor is on very short finals. Hey Lorraine, how you doing? Nice to see you. Somebody's compensating for something. Backwards and forwards on his motorbike. Here we go again. Aviation Ollie, I have no idea what the Clash Jet's bringing in. Could be. Yeah, I've got them on. Well, I did have them on flight radar. Oh, there we go. Back again. Going back to Coningsby, are they? Possibly just north of Leicester now, aren't they? Yeah, it looks like they're maybe heading back. That class jet from Valencia is just over the top of Leicester right now. Is there any football friendlies going on? Valencia coming over to play anybody? Anybody know? That's the only thing I can think of. Or are they picking a team up to go for friendlies over in, or wherever it's going to go to, Europe or somewhere? Yeah, just wondered if it might be the Valencia football team, or if they're picking somebody up, or a team or something up from here to go somewhere else, maybe on pre-season friendly or something. Okay, so yeah, I thought about it right. Valencia football team playing Derby County at St George's Park. Oh, very nice, Brian. I've got some nice blue sky sort of above us. Anything going over the top of any note? Let's have a look. No, nothing really. Just as we get some blue sky, there's nothing above us to look at. So that class jet 737-300, as I said, 34 years old, that one. First flight was 1992, where it flew for Maersk Air. Then in the same year went to Dutch BA, remember them? Deutsche BA. Then 99 went to Kronos Airlines. Then 2001 went to Aegean Kronos Airlines. Then it went in 2003 went over to Air Asia. And then Indonesian Air Asia, 2008, 2010, Flydell Charters. And then, I went 2010 Small Planet, you remember them as well? Small Planet Airlines. And then it went to Belavia in 2014, and then ClassJet got hold of it in May of 2019. So it's been around the block a few times, this one. It's got a lovely livery on it though, I'm not going to lie. Oh, played Derby at the end of the month. They've got a match against someone in Girona, okay. So he's on the on finals. I'll turn around and grab it and get a little bit closer. So got a couple of departures coming up. We've got a 2E Max 8 going out to Paphos, and a Jet 2 738 going to Larnaca. They've both been pushed back. Dylan, hello. Thanks for watching and commenting. Appreciate that. Thought just probably say hello from where the 71077 is parked. Grabbing some photos. Very nice. Yeah, hopefully we'll see it depart this evening. Fingers crossed. So obviously this is the 737-300 of class jet, which apparently has the Valencia football team on board. I expect them to turn left, next left, or the left after. There's that 2E I was on about that pushed back. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's a lovely livery on that. Oops. Nice. So the Jet 2 from Izmir is on approach as well now. Again, I'll spin round when that gets a little bit Dylan, you might even see me drive past soon in a 57 plate blue Mini, and I'll be sure to. Okay, mate. I'll look out for you. Keep an eye on the motorbikes because they're driving like absolute idiots. Especially this guy, just keeps going past all the time like he's compensating for something. Like, look at me, I've got a motorbike. Okay, mate. Right, so this 2E's off to Paphos. that was the TUI for Paphos. We've got a Jet 2 that's just pushed back going out to Dalaman. Got a Ryanair going out to Las Palmas, Gran Canaria. Oh look, the sun's out, you can tell, look how nice. Again, we always say it when the sun's shining on them. They do look nice. First class trains, how you doing? Just a Panasonic camcorder, 4K camcorder. Okay, Dylan, no problem. Going on your holidays on Monday, nice one, have a nice time. No, Brian. I might as well be standing by the blooming racetrack, mightn't I? I think some of these riders think they are on a racetrack half the time. Blasting past, doing wheelies, overtaking people on the bend. Crazy. And you wonder why bikers have accidents. Then first in the queue is the Ryanair going to Gran Canaria, Las Palmas, and then behind that is the TUI off to Rhodes. We had a police car come past about 15 minutes ago, but that was about it. We've got a few now. Taxiing down for takeoff. Just had another Jet 2 push back, which is going to Tenerife. Got Jet 2 Dalaman making its way down. Oh, very nice, Brian. Never been to Greece myself. Looks beautiful though. September? Did you say September? Yeah, you'll that'll soon come along. Well, you flew with Jet 2 from Birmingham when you were delayed. You might have had an air traffic control slot then, maybe. Yes, how you doing? Here he goes, Dylan. So Fox X-ray going to, is it Izmir? No, Dalaman, this one. The Izmir, that's already gone in it. So the next one after this one will be Jet 2 in the holiday colours going to Tenerife. And she's just pulling up to the hold point now. Let's have a quick check on the Yun Express actually. Where's that? Wow, look at that. Yeah, Yun Express has blasted past Amsterdam. So that's not really that far away. 40 minutes. We'll have the Yun Express triple. That was Dylan again. I hope you got some good pictures of Echo Fox, the One Air 74 parked down the bottom end that we saw land at the very beginning of the stream. He's due out this evening about 8 o'clock. And checking for your return flight from Jersey after 15 today, but we don't fly back until 15th of August. Yeah, that is kind of crazy. Alan Whitehurst, good afternoon to you. How you doing? Again, a very good afternoon to everybody that's watching. I've been watching sort of from the beginning. Appreciate the support. Thank you to everybody that's hit the thumbs up button and like the stream, and everybody that's subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much for that. We've gained a few more subscribers from the start of the stream, so we appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Got that TAP A320 Neo, not very far away, just approaching Leicester. So that's a new one for us at East Midlands, TAP. Inbound from Lisbon. So we've got the two Aerologic 777s. One's over Romania, one's approaching Romanian airspace. The Yun Express 777 is over the Channel, heading towards sort of Colchester. He'll be down to 22,000 feet when he gets to Hemel Hempstead, because I think he'll be is it the Hemel 1 Alpha arrival for East Midlands, if I remember. I was getting blown about there. You can do it. There we go. Yeah, I can only imagine, Dylan. I can only imagine. Alright, so this should be the Jet 2 737, which is heading off to Larnaca. Again, the TAP 320 Neo. It's not that far away now. Is this anybody that be able to tell me? Is this a new route, new flight to East Midlands, or it just happens to fly on a weekend? Because, like I say, we're never really, well, very rarely here on a weekend. I don't think we've actually been here on a Saturday before. We may have, so I'm not used to it. Not used to having not a lot of cargo stuff going on, to be honest with you. Well, I guess that's what Saturdays is all about here. Nothing coming down from Edinburgh or coming over from Belfast or Aberdeen tonight. Nothing from Reykjavik. Nothing from the States like UPS. There's no New York, no Cincinnati until probably later on tonight, midnight-ish. You got the Los Angeles 777 took off, but that's going to be way past my bedtime. But yeah, it's kind of strange not to be seeing anything really happening. We've not seen anything come in and out yet of the DHL ramp. We have got, as I said, one of these 767s planned to go to Brussels at about 6:30. Let's see how he gets on. It is gusty, I'm not gonna lie. Very nicely done, well done. Could be just practicing, to be honest with you. John, has he gone round for another go? I think he just contacted radar again. We've got a Cessna Citation Mustang on short finals. That's come over from Brussels by ASL Private Jet Services. And then after that will be the TAP 320 Neo. And I don't think the next round of charter flights for the Formula One won't be till September sometime. They're racing a lot in Europe at the moment, and there's a race over in Azerbaijan, so it's possible there'll be some charter flights taking some of the Formula One stuff going to Azerbaijan, possibly Silkway. Here's that Mustang. Sure you're happy there on the zoom. Oh yeah, one of the DHL's DHL pinging. We have got a DHL that's pushed, which is the one going to Brussels. There we go, just starting up now. Well then, so that TAP 320 Neo is on short finals now. Oh, Jet Provost. It looks like it's, yeah. Nice one for that heads up. Is it going to come straight down the runway? "56 years old, Jet Provost. My brother-in-law used to fly them back in the day when he was training to be a Tornado pilot. I remember him telling me, what altitude are we at? We're at 1,000 feet. Yeah, he's definitely coming down the runway. comes. Let me see if I can get a beat on him. I didn't bring my cap today, so I forgot to bring it. Let me see if I can get a... See where it is. Here we go. Jet Provost. Looks like... Is he going to do us? Is he stopping? Well, this is a nice surprise. Oh, looks like full stop. Oh, can't tell. It's definitely slowed down, hasn't it? So yeah, nice. There we go. Yeah, taxiing off. Got the DHL-76 making its way over. Oh, very good. Thanks for that, Richard. Nice one. Right then, DHL-76 off to Brussels. Damn, is it empty? Grant Turnbull, how you doing? Yeah, no, I thought exactly the same as you, because I've never really streamed here on a Saturday. I just thought it might have been a regular, but as you say, it's not a regular. So no idea. Nice to see though. Alright, where's the Unexpress? That can't be too far away now. Oops, let me get rid of that. Just approaching St Albans for the Unexpress 777. It's at about 20 minutes away. Sometimes it's showing 16:53, so yeah, maybe 20 minutes. Short little wait for that. In front of it, we've got a Ryanair 737 MAX 8-200, which is coming back in from Rhodes. We've got a Jet 2 737 that's just pushed back, which is going out to Kefalonia. Got a TUI as well, inbound from Dalaman, which is just approaching the London area, and a Ryanair MAX 8-200, which is coming back in from Limoges, which is just going over Portsmouth. Could be a charter flight bringing in. Is there any Portuguese football clubs playing over here for friendlies? Well, Flight Radar got that tap going out to Porto at 6 o'clock. So it's not in for painting or anything. So unless it's coming from Lisbon to then go to Porto. So whether it's picking a football team up or bringing one in, that's my only obvious sort of choice. If it's not a regular service that TAP providing to East Midlands, It's obviously been charted in, hasn't it? Yeah, even the flight number. Well, the flight number going to Porto is the 9071. What was the flight number? And it was the 9270 coming in. So there, I'm sure, are not normal TAP flight numbers. So that's obviously a charter flight in and probably out, or it's coming empty and going out with a football team, or coming in with a football team and going out empty. So along with that Kefalonia Jet 273, it's just pushed back. We've got one pushing back as well, which is going out to Ibiza. Oh yeah, the Bombardier's taxiing out, yeah. So I'm just looking at flight radar. So that class jet is looks like it'll be going out soon as well. Just pinged up. It looks like it's being pushed back now, which is going to be heading down to Bournemouth. So we'll have a good look at that when it gets down to us. The Ibiza is the Jet 2, you can see, just taxiing down now. class jet, as I said earlier on. It's been around the block a few times. 34 years old. Been flying for airlines like Maersk. When it got first flight was with Maersk. Then it was with Dutch BA. It's been over with Air Asia. So it's been round a bit, this one. But it's got a beautiful painting scheme now for class jet. Right, where's the Yun Express? The Yun Express is approaching Lutterworth, sort of Lutterworth area. So maybe about 15 minutes or so, and that'll be with us. Taxiing straight on. So that Jet 2 there, you can see in the Holidays colours, that should be the one that's going out to Kefalonia. The Class Jet looks to be taxiing out now. We'll have that Ryanair Max 8 200 from Rhodes in very soon, just going over the top of Swad. And then that's going to be closely followed behind by the Yun Express 777 freighter from, is it Tianjin? Oh, I'll probably get all these Chinese names wrong. So I'm just waiting for that Class Jet to pop out from behind the hangar. I think it's possibly at the holding point, maybe waiting to get permission to.
short track miles, descend to altitude 3,000 feet. Going to a time with the Honda about 8 minutes. Just 147 East Midlands, radar vectoring island, approach runway 09, Oscar is currently select, heading for 355.
So the Ryanair is just turning onto the localizer, 09. I'll spin round in a second when that Ryanair gets a bit closer. Got the DHL, I think he's doing an engine run over there. Or he started his engines on stand, the one that had the cowling up earlier on. That's 7.6. Maybe they're just doing an idle engine run on stand. Looks to be, because I'm sure they'll taxi, well, they actually push it back off stand to a point on the ramp where they can do a safe engine run. So I think they're just doing an idle run on it by the looks of it. All right, here's that Ryanair 737. Oh. Not sure if I'm going to be able to see this because it is far out. And I've obviously got the, where is it? It is above that bunch of trees there. I'll zoom in on it. It is turning in. It's over. Oh, no, it doesn't like the grey. Hang on, let's see what I can find. Let me see if I can get it. Where is it? Just turning in. You might be able to see it on the screen. I'm just looking at grey at the moment. Can't see anything. So inbound now is the Yun Express 777. I think that class jet's taxiing down behind me as well. Possibly, I'm not sure. Yeah, it is the class jet. It's obviously holding anyway, so we'll catch it after this lands. Oh, come on, get it down. There we go. Little bouncy there. Right, I'll quickly get on this class jet. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Such a great livery. Look how dinky it looks compared to the old 737-800 that I'm used to working with. That's not very nice, that. Again, very unexpected today to see this. Just changing the battery on the top monitor. There we go. I think it needs some winglets. That would set it off, wouldn't it? Some nice blended winglets on that. There it goes, as I said, going down to Bournemouth, this one. So apparently it brought the Valencia football team in. Very nice. There's the Unexpress. There you go, just turning in. Oops. Go back a bit to park up on its stand until tomorrow morning. This won't be going out tonight. I think it goes out to Chengdu at 9:30 tomorrow morning. So that's an overnighter. I think that DHL wise, these aren't going anywhere from what I can make out. The next bit of action we've got going on this ramp is the two Aerologics. The one from Bangalore and the one from Delhi. So that Jet 2 to Kefalonia is has been pushed back. He's just waiting to taxi out. Got a TUI 737 MAX 8 that's just turned onto the approach inbound from Dalaman. Okay. So Jack, I don't know where Jack got his information from this. So the Clash Jet has brought back Sheffield United after their pre-season training in Valencia. Well, that would make sense. And then maybe they've got something to collect from Bournemouth then. A charter from Bournemouth. But very good. There we go, what's this? Is that Seneca? Piper Seneca, is it? I don't really know much about the little props and that. I think it's a Piper Seneca. Is it on flight radar? I'm not sure. I'll have a look in a second. Let's have a look. Is it on flight radar? Oh, it is as well. Private owner going to the Isle of Man. Oh yeah, Piper Seneca it was. So I'll spin round in a second for that TUI from Dalaman. Oh, here we go. It is on very short final. I thought it was a little bit further out than that. So the Jet 2 off to Kefalonia is finally taxiing down. So that Ryanair from Limoges That Max 8200 is on finals. That's why the Jet 2 is holding short. Sorry?
On your live.
Oh, right, okay, thanks. Got a key looking, is it? Okay. Well, actually, folks, looking at flight radar and what's coming in and going out, obviously the next departure, like with significance, is going to be the 7-4 at 8 o'clock, but it's only 5 o'clock now. We've got 3 hours to wait for that. The Aerologics, the first one's not going to be here until 6:46, so 6:45, so that's an hour and 40 minutes. There's not a lot happening, to be honest with you. So I think rather than just sort of stare at nothing, I might sort of call it. Sarah J, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you. It's a member for us. It's been a lot longer than that, but thank you for being part of the members. I appreciate you very, very much. Thanks a lot. I might sort of call the end of the stream, to be honest with you. I'm a bit disappointed that not a lot of cargo stuff goes on Saturday. I knew sort of Tuesdays and Thursdays and Wednesdays, I think, were a little bit better, but there's nothing. You know, DHL ramp's pretty full. There's nothing going out, and there's nothing coming in till like 6:45 tonight. So I just don't want to sort of sit here and look at nothing. And if I get home, I can get all the gear ready and prepare for hopefully Heathrow tomorrow. Because the charge blocks, they do take an overnight charge, to be honest with you. They charge quite slow. So do you know what? Rather than just sort of look at nothing and have you sort of staring at nothing, let me just double check. There's nothing really going out. We've got the Porto going out. That's not going out for another hour. The tap. So I'm a little bit deflated with that, to be honest with you. So you know what? Yeah, I might just sort of call it a day. I've been here since just after 1 o'clock. Not a massive stream like I'm used to here at East Midlands, but obviously Saturdays seem to be a lot different. It's a strange one. Well, this time of the evening, I'll be waiting for everything to come down from the north, all the cargo stuff, but there's nothing tonight, not even anything from the States apart from the DHL LA, which isn't going to get here till 11 o'clock anyway. And Cincinnati's not going to get here till almost midnight. So I think I'd rather pack up, go home and prepare to hopefully, if the runway, if they're on 27s in the morning at Heathrow, I'm going to do a Heathrow afternoon stream from Myrtle Avenue. That's obviously if they're on 27s, but if Jack knows of anywhere, if they're on 9s, we can go. You know, if there is somewhere I can stream from when they're on 9s, great for photos, but streaming, I'm not sure. But if they're on 27s, I think there'll be a Heathrow stream tomorrow afternoon. I hope there is, because we get a lot of stuff coming over from Asia. In the afternoon, all the China Southerns, the Air Chinas, Cathays, a lot of good stuff comes over into Heathrow, I should say, in the afternoons, evenings. So yeah, rather than obviously get you to stare at nothing, there's not a lot going on, there's not much really I can talk about. I think it might probably be best just to sort of end it now. Then obviously if you want to go to another streamer at a different airport with a bit more action, then obviously you can do that then, can't you? Yeah, there's nothing really happening, which is a shame. But thanks everybody for joining me today. I really do appreciate the support. We've had quite a few new subscribers, so thank you and hello and welcome to the channel if you've subscribed today. Thank you for the stream likes, very much appreciated. Yeah, always awesome support. Thank you to the mods as well for looking after the chat for me. Appreciate that. And everybody that's like Richard's give us information about inbounds and stuff like that I've missed, that I wouldn't have known, like that Jet Provost. I wouldn't have known that was coming in until it was gone over the top of me, but that was really nice to see. So yeah, thanks everybody. Hope you have a great rest of the evening, whatever you're going to do, and fingers crossed we'll see you at Heathrow tomorrow. Just pray to the Lord Almighty that they go on to 27s tomorrow. Yeah, loads of specials at Heathrow tomorrow, mate. We'll see. Maybe we find somewhere, if they're on 9s anywhere, that we can go. But I know parking's an issue if they're on 9s. I have no idea where you can park the car, and then walk to somewhere. I don't know. I don't think that. Do the police get a bit of a Do they get a bit of have a fit? Do they when you're streaming at the side of the road? I don't know. I've never streamed from if they're on 09s at Heathrow before. Myrtle Avenue, we all know, is great. So yeah, I don't want to waffle on anymore. But thanks a lot. It's been great. Appreciate everyone's support. Everyone being with me this afternoon. Yeah, East Mid's been okay. Been not too bad. Bit disappointed with the cargo stuff. But yeah, I'll pack up and I'll get myself back down the motorway to Birmingham. And fingers crossed, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. So have a great evening. Thanks a lot, and take care. See you very soon.